What's going on, guys? First and foremost, I hope you can hear me over the fan, but it's 1,000,000 degrees, and once again, I am not going to turn it off. So I'll just elevate my voice, so to speak. Anyway, this is my top 5 bass lure video. Doc with Coastal Fever quite a while back now, probably a month or two, maybe longer, started this little deal where he discussed his top 5 that he likes to keep in his tackle box in his region of the United States, down in Florida. And he challenged a handful of other guys to do the same, and those guys challenged another handful of guys. I'm way behind. You know, it's been kind of hit or miss for me lately when I can get to do a video or even get online and watch other videos. So I'm finally getting around to my top 5 video, and in no particular order, this is just a list of baits that I at all times have in my tackle box, and I use quite a bit. I decided to have a little fun with this, so I got a little underwater footage to go along with my my baits. You know, just so you can see, you know, how they look in the water actually performing. No fish were harmed in the making of this video because I wasn't really fishing, and probably wouldn't have caught nothing even if I was. But anyway, let's get right on into it.
Alright guys, so I got Bubba helping me out today. We just took a real quick trip to Florida, down to Doc's house. We found out that he is going to be at a Hall & Oates fan club convention. So I'm about to jump in his pool and do a little bit of underwater footage. Show y'all my top 5 in action. Y'all hang on. Alright guys, we set up. Me and Bubba about to try to get this footage real quick before Doc gets back. Let's do this.
First up, I got a lipless crankbait. A lot of people refer to them as rattle trap. Rattle trap is an actual brand name. Did I call this a lipless rattle trap? I don't know if I did or not. Lipless crankbait is what it is technically called, but they come in a variety of sizes and colors. This one is kind of a, I guess that'd be kind of a shad color. It's, you know, kind of silver with a little black. You know, it's got the 2 good treble hooks on there. And I've caught a lot of fish with these, and I ain't gonna lie, I've caught a lot of stumps and snags too with them. But you know, these lipless cranks are pretty much a deadly bait. You know, I've caught everything on it. I've caught bass on it. I've caught brim on it. I've seen people catching catfish on these. You can't really go wrong with a lipless crank. This one is a 2 3/4 length, and it's a 1/2 ounce weight, and it does sink. They make some that float and suspend or whatever. Personally, I don't like them. I tried to pawn some of mine off to my boy Joe, and he sent them back to me. But yeah, great bait. I have plenty of them in my box. Next up, the actual crankbait. Specifically, this is a square bill. This is also 2 3/4 length and 1/2 ounce weight, and this one dives 5 to 6 inches or 5 to 6 feet. Again, these come in a variety of sizes and a variety of colors, and they come in a variety of diving depths. Once again, this one goes 5 to 6. I've seen them where they go, you know, 5 to 7. I've seen, you know, once you start getting into the deep divers with a long bill, I've seen them where they can go up to 13 foot. And I've also seen them where they go just below the surface. This one is kind of I guess this would be like a variation of the sexy shad color. It's kind of different, I guess. It's like a kind of a silver fading into gold on the back with little blue dots. Not a bad looking bait. Again, I've caught a lot of fish with a crankbait. Bass, grinnell, you know. When it's going through, it looks like a real little bait fish, so if something's hungry enough, they're gonna nail it. Next, I got soft plastic swim baits. I am a big fan of the soft plastics, and specifically Bruiser Bait makes an outstanding swim bait. I use the Slimmer Swimmer a lot. Starting to rain, which is good. Maybe it'll cool off a little bit. Sounds like hail. Can't be hailing. Anyway, this is not the Slimmer Swimmer. This is the Super Swimmer. I can't remember what this color is, but it's kind of like an olive green or brown, whatever you want to call it, with a white underbelly. I believe that's 4.5 to 5 inch. These things are super durable. Let's see here. That is right at about 4 3/4 to 5 inches, depending on if I want to stretch it out or not. But anyway, you know, they got the little hook slot in the belly, and I've caught so many fish, bass, white bass. You know, these things got great action going in the water. I usually put it on a underspin weighted hook, and it gets the job done. And it's, you know, if I was to take that underspin off and just use a regular old weighted hook, or even a non-weighted hook, this thing was virtually weedless. I can't express how good these baits are. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the soft plastic swim baits. I got a few of the hard plastic ones too, but I don't throw them very much. But something like this is at all times in my tackle box. Now, while we're on the topic of soft plastics, you gotta have some kind of worm. Stick worm, ribbon tail, it don't matter. A lot of times I'm using a regular old stick worms, and here lately I have been having tremendous luck with these right here, the Gambler 5-inch red shad green. On top of all that, you know, a lot of you are probably going to think these stink, but to me, they make me hungry. You know, just a regular old stick bait. These do not have a hook slot, but that's alright. I don't mind too much. You know, it's for the most part red. Kind of got a black back. And, you know, I haven't caught a whole lot. And in fact, here lately I haven't really been able to go at all. But I haven't caught a whole lot that's worth really bragging about, but they've pretty much all been on these when I'm throwing a worm. I'm a big fan of this worm. Now, back on the subject of Bruiser Baits, Bruiser Baits also makes an outstanding stick bait. Very, very tough, and they get the job done. But I can't sleep on these. These are great baits. I've pretty much bought every pack that my local Bass Pro has. So, yeah. I got one of them just open in my car. I use it as an air freshener. Next up, for topwater purposes, My favorite is the Whopper Plopper. Again, variety of sizes, variety of colors. This one is a 9 16th ounce, 3 inch. I think that's a perch color bluegill. Okay. And I've caught plenty of bass. I've even caught bluegill. You know, they don't actually bite the hook, but they ran into it and kind of get foul hooked. Caught a lot of grinnell. In fact, I've had a grinnell take my brand new $20 Whopper Plopper on the first day that I got to use it. I'm still heartbroken over that. Man, you talk about a deadly bait. This is a deadly bait. I know a lot of guys don't like them. I love them. Bubba loves them. To me, they're kind of like if a buzz bait and a tiny torpedo had a baby. It would be a Whopper Plopper. Excellent bait. But those are my top 5, my personal top 5. And you know what? Well, it's getting real out there. I gotta add in a little bonus. This is just a bonus number 6. Good old classic 1/4 ounce Johnson beetle spinner. I grew up using these. I loved them when I was a kid, and I love them as an adult. And they're cheap enough that, you know, I don't mind going out and buying $20 worth of them, because for the longest time these have been 88 cents at Walmart. I see now they've gone up to $1.50, so it's a very, very sad time for Uncle Buck. But I've caught, man, pretty much anything that swims on these. Plenty of bass, some crappie, brim. There's one time we were out and all we were catching was grinnell. We caught like 7 or 8 grinnell between me and Bubba. And I got tired of catching them. They're fun to catch, but I got tired of catching them. I wanted a bass, a crappie, whatever, anything else. So I tied on a beetle spin, thinking to myself, surely a grinnell will not hit a beetle spin. I was wrong. I even once caught a duck with a beetle spin. So literally, if it swims, this is going to catch it. Again, that is my bonus number 6. But all 6 of these baits at all times are in my tackle box. Never leave home without them. And now we got all that out of the way. You know, the whole point for this top 5 is, you know, I was challenged, and now in turn I'm supposed to challenge, I think, 4 or 5 other guys. However, since I'm so late getting around to making my video, I have decided, instead of me challenging somebody, because most everybody that I would challenge at this point has already been challenged, and they did their videos when they were supposed to and didn't wait around for 2 months before finally getting around to it. The thunder rolls. Instead of me challenging somebody, instead I'm going to take my top 5 with bonus 6 and I'm going to give them away to one of you lucky people out there. So I guess in the comments, give me a hashtag top 5. I'll let this video run for about a week, give or take, and at that point I will pick somebody, and somebody's going to get Uncle Buck's top 5. You're going to get a Whopper Plopper, Lipless Crank, square bill, some stick baits, some swim baits, a beetle spin, and to top it off, I'm going to throw in one of each of my Bayou Buck decals, as well as a Backwoods Hillbilly with Uncle Buck, Backwoods Hillbilly Fishing with Bubba and Uncle Buck decals. So I appreciate y'all watching. I greatly appreciate your support. Give me a hashtag top 5. Let's get somebody out there fishing with Uncle Buck's top 5. Appreciate y'all watching, and I hope it ain't too much longer before I see y'all again.